Hi you guys! Today we're going to make this easy crochet boomerang scarf. Look how really big it is! You're going to need Lime Brand's Beautiful Hue yarn in 3 different colors. It's a weight 2 yarn. You're also going to need a 4mm hook. So let's get started. You're going to crochet a set of 10 rows in a repeat as long as you wish. You're going to change colors every 5 rows. Start with a chain of 8. Instead of using a chain of 2 or chain of 3 in the beginning of the row for double crochet, we're going to use the alternative turning chain. So in the second chain from the hook, crochet 1 single crochet. On top of the single crochet, right here, you're going to crochet another single crochet. That is the alternative turning chain. In the same stitch, crochet 2 more double crochets. The alternative turning chain counts as a double crochet. You now have 3 stitches in the same chain. Crochet 1 double crochet in each chain until you have 2 left. Once you have 2 left, you're going to crochet a double crochet decrease. Now turn. Again, crochet a alternative turning chain, but because on this side of the boomerang scarf we're decreasing, we're not finishing the alternative turning chain. Let me show you what that means. You're going to crochet your single crochet. Now you're going to start the next single crochet right above, but you're not finishing it. In the next stitch, you're crocheting an unfinished double crochet. Now combine these to make a decrease. Crochet 1 double crochet in each stitch until you have 1 left. In the last stitch, which was the alternative turning chain, crochet 3 double crochets. Now turn. You're going to repeat row 1, but instead of thinking of chains, you're thinking of stitches. So start with an alternative turning chain and add 2 more double crochets in the same stitch. Now crochet 1 double crochet in each stitch until you have 2 stitches left. Here are our last 2 stitches. 1 is the decrease from the previous row, and 1 is a normal double crochet. So let's crochet a double crochet decrease. Now turn. You're starting to see the shape appear. On one side you're having an increase, and the other side you're decreasing. You're now going to repeat row 2. That means you're doing a unfinished alternative turning chain, a unfinished double crochet, and now you're decreasing the 2 to combine and make 1 stitch. Now 1 double crochet in each stitch until you have 1 stitch left. In the very last stitch, which was the alternative turning chain at the beginning of the previous row, you're crocheting 3 double crochets in the same stitch. Now turn. You're now doing a different kind of row. You're starting with an alternative turning chain in the same stitch. Now chain 1, which counts as a stitch, and 1 more double crochet in the same stitch. So that means on that side of the row you always have 3 stitches at the very first stitch. That means here the alternative turning chain, the chain of 1, and the double crochet are 3 stitches. Now chain 1 and skip 1. So the chain 1 replaces the stitch right here that you're skipping. In the next stitch, 1 double crochet. Repeat the chain 1, skip 1, and 1 double crochet in the next stitch until you have 2 stitches left. I have now here a chain 1 on my hook. I have a skip 1 and now have 2 stitches left. In the last 2 stitches, I'm now doing a double crochet decrease. Now during the double crochet decrease, I now need to change colors, because we said after 5 rows we're changing colors. So let's do just that. I like to make a slip knot and then just pull it through, which is now finishing up that decrease. To secure my stitches until I weave them in, I like to make a double knot. This yarn allows me to make the double knot but still loosen it up in the end, so I can weave in my ends. I'm going to ignore the lighter pink color right here. I'm now going to continue on with the light purple color. In the next 4 rows, we're going to repeat row 1 and 2, but in the opposite direction. That means we're starting row 2 and then doing row 1, row 2, row 1. Then we're going to do a different version of row 5. I'm going to count the chain spaces as stitches. So when I say stitch, it might also mean the chain spaces. As this side is the side where we're doing the decreases, we're now going to do a alternative turning chain with double crochet decrease, just like we did before. But we're doing it into the stitch right here plus the chain space. An unfinished alternative turning chain, an unfinished double crochet as a decrease in total. Now continue crocheting double crochets in each stitch. That includes the chain spaces, until you have 1 stitch left at the end. In the very last stitch, we're going to crochet 3 double crochets again, because that's the side where we're increasing. Now turn. We're now going to do row 1 again. Alternative turning chain plus 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Now 1 double crochet in each stitch until we have 2 stitches left. Again, in the last 2 stitches we're doing a double crochet decrease. And turn. Now we're going to repeat row 1 and also row 2. So let me do that and then get back to you. And we're doing now a different version, but very similar to row 5. We now need to create the same kind of effect that we have in row 5. We're going to start at the opposite side of the row. We're starting with an unfinished alternative turning chain, an unfinished double crochet to create a decrease. Now chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Now repeat the chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the next stitch until you have 1 stitch left. So we now made a double crochet right here and we have 1 stitch left. We need to create 3 stitches into the last stitch. So chain 1, one of the stitches, and 2 double crochets into that last stitch. Together, that makes it into 3 stitches. You now have 10 rows that you need to repeat over and over again. So let me repeat real quick which row is which. We start with row 1, then 2, 1, 2, row 5. Now row 2, 1, 2, 1, and row 10. That set of 10 you need to repeat until you have 7 sets of 3 color blocks. That means you're going to have at the end 21 color stripes in the Easy Crochet Boomerang Scarf. Make sure you weave in your ends at the end. I undid my knots and then wove in my ends, so that way I don't have a knot at each color change. I hope this video was helpful. Please like, comment, and share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on the rest of my social media pages. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!